in the middle of the pouring rain.
Oh, I thought you were going to sing Rain then.
WS FM 101.7. Look, Jimmy Bart's talking all over Mark Cohen.
I'm sorry.
Poor old
what am I
Mark.
doing? Poor Mark.
Oh, you hog.
Piano
I
maybe.
know. But I thought you were going to sing Rain. I really did. I thought you looked like you were about to.
He
You
does
got a
bit
piece of
the-
paper and then you went, rain.
He does a bit of the Alan Seal. He's got a bit of that. He's got a bit of that. It is 10 to 8.
I'm trying to do your introduction here, if you don't mind, Jimmy Barnes. 30 years since Jimmy Barnes went solo. How amazing. New album, 30/30 Hindsight, is released today. Jimmy, these are classic songs from your career that you've reworked and remastered.
Yeah, sort of milestone songs that I think were sort of like flag posts in my career. It's good, yeah.
What's the best song out of Jimmy Barnes' career?
Geez, Second Prize is pretty hard to beat because it was the first one.
Is it true that I remember when you filmed the film clip for that, there was you on the front of a train?
Yeah.
Standing. Is it true that the insurance company wouldn't cover you?
Yes, absolutely.
Was trouble?
Absolutely. I couldn't get insured before the film clip. Can we insure my liver? No, you can't.
So did you do it insurance-free?
Yeah, we did insurance free. But, but the thing was, it would sound a lot worse than it was. They strapped me to the front of a train, but it wasn't going fast. We wanted it to go fast. My horse was going faster than the train. So, I think they actually wouldn't insure me for riding a horse either. So, which was pretty funny.
Because these days, health and safety wouldn't let you do that.
Anything.
Yeah, I know, but we get away with murder because, I was in culture. So.
Yeah, that's right.
Jim can't even be in the studio without a hard hat and some high vis.
Exactly, yeah. Am I insured, by the way, here?
No, you're not. Bad
Okay, thank
Watch
God.
the cables, won't you? We were just talking when you first came and sat down before we were on air there about your love of John Denver and leaving on a jet plane.
Yeah, actually, I had a boat race against John Denver. I remember when they had the race in the harbour and John Denver raced, the American boat, and I sailed in the boat with Bertrand.
Yep.
And we beat him. Australia too. We beat him.
Really?
And his boat hit the island and wrecked the keel. And but it was really great because I was on this boat, and you see those guys and the things they're cranking away on the what they call those
The grinders.
The grinders. And they said, "All right, Jim, jump on this grinder." And those guys are whipping it really fast. I got on there. I was like, and I'm like, "Oh man, this is really embarrassing," really slow. And it wasn't until the end of the race they told me they had gears. So they were just doing it to rub it in. I mean, make me look like Mr. Puniverse. That was really bad.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, so I've had fond memories of John Denver.
I'm sure you have.
But what about his music?
Yeah, he was all right, wasn't he?
It was all right.
Did you pick that plane because he died in a plane crash?
No, I didn't. I mean, that is a giant irony, isn't it? Leaving on a jet plane, and that's kind of what happened.
On a jet plane, a prop plane, actually.
Well, it was a homemade aircraft. He made the plane himself.
Oh, really? Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You know what's sad, though? Apart
Sad
from
we're
him
talking about
passing
John
away,
Denver.
I know. What's happened to your career? But my kids used to sing that with me in the car, and I've got such great memories of it. My husband just texted me saying the kids don't remember a moment
That's
of
really
it.
sad. I know. I get that all the time, and I go, "Oh, I remember this kids," and they go, "No, Dad, you don't."
Do they remember the tin lids?
Well, they do because every Christmas I bring it out.
No.
I put it on every Christmas morning, and they come out. They go, "Oh, Dad, turn it off, would you?" And I'm crying in there.
You are a sook.
I am a sook, but no, they don't like it.
Friends of mine were at the Victor Chang Foundation Ball, which was last weekend. They said that you just went off, and Ellie Mae, your youngest daughter, looked incredible on stage, about to give birth any minute.
She hadn't sang for a few months because she's got to take it easy because we don't want to have the baby too early. And Ellie was very preemie, so it's a big thing for her. And she went in there, and she actually went into labour the next night. But
wow!
But they've sort of held it back, and she's at home now, and she's going to feed up, and she's going to do nothing. But that's exciting. That's the youngest baby having a baby. So
how does that make you feel when the baby's having one?
Pretty cute. I mean, I'm gonna get a bit misty with Ellie Mae, but it'll be beautiful. Be a gorgeous looking baby. Her fella's a nice, big, tall, good looking Scotsman. So
good. Is there how many grandkids do you have now?
I have 8.
8,
but I'm going to have 3 more in the next 2 months.
Well, David's having twins.
David's having twins, then Ellie Mae, so that'll be 11.
Wow.
I know. Yeah, Jane and I are going to get a nanny. Just live a nanny just for
like
us.
Mar and Pa Kettle.
It would be a bit like we nearly get a football team, haven't we?
Almost be a football team. Now, the new album is out, 30/30 Hindsight. So this is all songs that you've done, your favourite songs.
Yeah, with my mates. Yeah.
And you've done them with other people. So you've got, like my favourite song that you've ever done in the history of the world is Die to Be With You Tonight.
It's a great song. And you know that song that was written by a guy called Chaz Sanford? I remember I went to America. It was like when I first left Cold Chisel, and I was going to sort of like learn about songwriting. And I went and wrote with this guy called Chaz Sanford. And Chaz had written "Missing You" for John Waite and "Talk to Me" for Stevie Nicks. And so he had this sort of knack of writing these really great pop songs. And I went and started writing with him, and we were writing away, and it was sort of, it was sounding okay, nothing great. And I said, "What's that song?" And he had this sort of song, I heard it play in the background. And I said, "What is that?" And he said, "Oh, that's one I'm saving for my solo career, for my solo album I'm starting next week." I said, "You shouldn't have played it." I said, "Why?" I said, "I want it. I want that song." I want it. And he's going, no, that's my first single." I said, no, I want that song. And that was "I'd Die to Be With You Tonight."
Because you had to write with Bryan Adams too, didn't you?
I've written with Bryan in the past, but I went to at that trip. I went to write with Bryan, and I think Bryan was pointed. I went to Wembley, and he just finished doing a gig with Tina Turner, and he was talking to me, and he had like food on his fork, he had bacon and eggs on his fork, and he was pointing it at me in my face, and I just slapped it out the way. And I said, "Don't point your bloody food at me, mate. I'll do you in." And I left. So Bryan and I had a bit of a tiff then, but he ended up being a good mate of mine.
Oh, good. So
I don't want anybody pointing their bacon and eggs at me while I'm talking.
You could have written a song about baked beans on your fork.
Baked beans on your forehead.
Who hasn't had a tiff? You're not part of this business if you haven't had a tiff with Jimmy Barnes.
Well, I don't have a good reputation for, I'm not very tolerant. And you don't want people pointing their food at you.
No.
And he hasn't done it since.
No.
You showed him. Well, I think we should put this on.
He never wrote a song for me, though.
We should put this on the turntable. How would you introduce this if you're the big DJ?
Are we playing "I Die"?
We're going to play "I Die" with not "I Die." Don't call it "I Die." I die.
"I Die to Be With You Tonight."
So you're going to do the big DJ thing.
All right. Okay. Here's a song with one of
There it is.
One of my favourite players, Diesel. One of the great singers. He's far too good looking. "I Die to Be With You Tonight." WSFN.
Whoa.
What a